Let's take a nice deep breath in. Interlace your fingers and press the palms. Stretch it out. Reach one arm a little bit more than the other. And switch. And then bring the arms down and let's twist it out. Start out nice and slow. Trying to get some kind of rhythm going with your breath. So shoulders down, elbows up. We're going to do a nice shoulder back class today, spine, shoulders. Try to feel that you're on those sits bones, extending the spine straight up through the top of your head, and just rotating right around the spine. And you could start picking up your speed a little bit and keep going. Drop those shoulders down. They're sneaking up already. So in case anybody didn't know, Johnny had the baby. Johnny's wife had the baby. Little girl, Macy Reese. Yeah. Yeah, really quick. Yeah. Water broke, just like TV. Baby came out. Pick it up a little bit. A little bit. Like 38 weeks. 38 weeks. Not that bad. Or 39 even. Yeah. And then come to center. And let's stretch the right arm up to the sky, nice and high. And reach it over. I want you to give yourself a few extra breaths here today. Inhaling the right arm long, feeling the effects in your whole right side body, between the ribs, and then exhaling a little bit more push down through your right hip. And then go ahead, bring it up. And left arm up to the sky, and reach it over. Same thing. Notice which side is easier for you. Which side you feel more itchy, deep rib cage, intercostal stretching. And then back to center. And let's take a deep breath in, arms overhead. Nice tall back. Keep the tall back, exhaling arms down. Long, deep inhale. So inhale the entire way the arms go up. Pause. Exhale the entire way the arms go down, palms face down. And keep going like that. Kind of set your space. Feel the length. Feel the expansion of your lungs. Maybe the first deep breath you've taken in a week. The first intentional exhale you've taken where you can really let go of all that stale air. Good time to notice if it's even hard to sit up straight and maybe your focus is on your back today. It's hard to get your fingertips to touch over your head and maybe your whole focus will be on your shoulders. So next time you inhale, keep the arms up, palms together. Reach, reach. And bring the hands into heart center. And extend the arms out onto your knees or your shins, wherever you feel most comfortable. And I want you to try to keep the elbows straight. I saw that yawn. It's okay. And you're going to take a big, deep breath in, cat-cow in seated position. Lift the chin, arch the back, and then on your exhale, roll behind the sits bones. Suck the belly button into the spine, drop the chin to your chest. And this too, it's going to go a little bit longer. It's going to go with the rhythm of your breath, whether it's small, whether you end up graduating up to almost a breath of fire pace. But I really want you to take a long time to warm up that spine and feel the articulation. Feel that you can get the spine to arch and round from the tailbone to the base of the skull. So we got that rotation, and now we're really working that flexion extension. Exaggerating, exaggerating. Good. Notice if it's hard to open the shoulders. Notice what part of your spine has a little less movement. Likely it's within the rib cage. That part of the spine doesn't move as much because it's attached to the ribs, but you can get some effect there. If you really push and pull and start to pick up that pace. So when you come forward, extend the arms and use your wrists then, so you don't bend. That's it. Good. Nice. Good. Keep it going. Lift the chin more, but keep the jaw together. So when you drop the chin, or you bring the chin up, drop the head back, don't separate the teeth. Don't clench them, but keep them together so you get that stretch and affect the thyroid and the glands and the blood flow to the brain. And then everybody come to center. Take a deep breath in. One more time, arms overhead. This time, interlace your fingers the opposite way. Press the palms up to the sky. And then bring the hands into heart center. And go ahead and lie down onto your backs. Big full body stretch on the floor. Now you can take a bigger yawn, Mal. Okay, so reaching your arms overhead, arching the back, pointing or flexing the feet, and reach the right arm and right leg a little bit more than the left. That's it. And then switch sides. Left arm, left leg, a little bit more than the right. Almost like this baby crescent pose on the floor. And then even yourself out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press the low back into the floor. Opposite arm, opposite leg, relaxing your head. Close your eyes and take notice. Start to feel everything. Good. So you guys know about the Balanced Life series, I think it's 6-week Tuesday night free class series with us and Lululemon that's held here. So far we had detox, lecture, and yoga. Last night was a yin yoga class. And next Tuesday is a meditation class from heaven with Chris, who's in the front. You should all try to make it. And we're going to have goal setting. That's the last one. The one in between that is, what's your legacy? So it's about sort of designing the life you want, leaving the imprint that you want. 6 o'clock. Yep. Almost there. Chris, you're going left today. Lee's going left today. You're going left. They look like C's. No, they're going the same way. Yin and yin. 2 more on each leg. And then go ahead, draw your knees into your chest. So today's not going to be as aggressive of a practice. Interesting and fun. You won't be sorry. But I think a little bit more of what we need, having been guarded with all this ice and walking funny, and if you have to shovel, creating all those imbalances, shoveling Lori, and neck tension, and There's been hip and back and ankle issues just because, whether you know it or not, you walk over an ice patch or you anticipate an ice patch and you guys are all walking held and careful and differently. So let's get some big circles with the ankles. Get those cracks out. It's supposed to be 50 this weekend. I'm wearing flip-flops. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. And point and flex the feet. And then squeeze and release your toes. Squeeze and release your toes. Squeeze, release. When you release, try to get space between every toe. Good. Before we rock and roll, I want you to bring your hands together. Rub your hands out. Let's warm up the brain, the eyes, the sinuses. Get the heat going in the circle of your palm. Bring the circle of the palm over your eyes, fingertips towards your ears, and gently press all that healing heat through the eyeball to the optic nerve, to the brain. Take a deep breath. Take a big exhale. One more time, big exaggerated inhale, even if you exhale through the mouth. And then release, grab the backs of the thighs and rock and roll until further notice. Just go. Just rock and roll, up and back, up and back. All the way up, all the way back. Effect the spine. Even this can gently persuade the vertebra back into position. You might get a little back crack here too. Okay, 3 more, and then roll it right into your standing forward bend. So it's funny, you went completely right, the whole right side. Yeah, not just like low back or hip. It seems like this whole side. Grab opposite elbow and just hang it over. Good. Deep inhales up the back of your leg. Big exhales down your spine, out through the top of your head. Feet hips width apart parallel. And find a good spot to settle in your feet. Don't just settle where you always settle. Always play around with it. Maybe there's a better place. And shake out your head, no. And shake out your head, yes. Wiggle it around. This is your last pose that you're really going to be able to feel and make a decision and set an intention, maybe. What part of your body needs more attention? Take a big, deep breath in. Big exhale. As you exhale, release the arms. Let the arms dangle down. And then if you're not at the front of your mat, just squeak to the front of your mat. Palms flat to the floor, whatever that means. Bend the knees. Knees track over that second toe. Palms flat. And start to rock forward and back. Waking up the arms. Telling the shoulders, be prepared. Fingers spread, equal space between those fingers, and then leave your weight forward. Lighten up the heels, if not lift the heels. Start to engage core. Start to engage root lock and belly lock. And keep that weight forward as you push the floor away and feel the tailbone raise higher and higher. Good. So instead of bending your elbows because you have slack, push more, yep, and just lift more. Yep, then you're going to find space just to get higher and higher and higher. And hold root lock, belly lock. Take a big deep breath in and walk, jump, or float back to plank pose. And take a big inhale. Exhaling, chaturanga. Slow, elbows tight. Palms flat. Inhale, sweep it into that upward dog. Shoulders up, back down. Feel those toes, tops of the toes. Good, and go into downward dog. You're gonna come forward again. This time you're gonna change it up a little bit. So you're gonna come forward into plank pose. You're gonna untuck the toes. What? And chaturanga, toes untucked. A little more upward, a little more upper body work. Into, into your upward dog. Too many snow days for Gwen. And downward dog. Too many snow days. Don't give that woman time to think. Come forward, plank pose. One more time. Untuck the toes. You could drop the knees if you have to, but give it a try. Chaturanga. Tell me how you really feel. Upward dog. Good. Beautiful. And downward dog. Never can fail me at creativity, right? Okay, so you're going to drop the knees. That's nice, right? You're going to drop the knees onto your hands and knees. No trickery. But we're going to go into puppy pose, which a lot of you have never experienced. So it's not an extended arm child's pose. It's keeping the hips right over the knees, walking your hands out as far as you can, palms flat, and bring your forehead to the floor. If you can, keep extending the arms. Lock down in those lower legs and feel how delicious it is with upper back, some chest, deep shoulder, right? Maybe even a little bicep, just depending. Keep walking those hands out more and more. So that's straight, actually. Wow. Move over just a little bit. Yep, just a touch. Good. Nice. If you don't feel anything, walk your hands out a little bit more, and then you could pull back just a little bit. If it's too much, try a different angle first before you come out of it. Maybe really wide, Beth. Your shoulder socket might be just different. Better? Good. Yes, you said? Good. I thought she said yes, but then I'm like, I said good, and maybe she said no. And then come on to your hands and knees. You'll have another option to do that later. So we're going to go into a modified, nice, right? Yeah, okay. Check. So now they give me a hard time, Chris, all the time, just so you know. Onto your hands and knees, table pose. We're going to do a modified needle threading. So you're going to bring the right hand under, rest on the side of your right side of your head, right shoulder. Left hand grabs your right wrist or forearm. You push down with your left hand and push your right hand away so you can encourage a nice twist and looking up to the sky. But there's a lot of action going on with that left hand. So push down, push away, open left side body. 2 more breaths here. Ground your lower legs so you don't give me a nice forward roll. Good, and come out of it nice and easy. Back to table pose and other side. This whole class is designed for one of my besties who's having a lot of back trouble, shoulder trouble. Good, so push down, push away. Make it work for you, don't just melt here. Twist, twist. See if you could even peek over that right shoulder. One more deep breath. And then come back to center. Go ahead, sit back onto your heels, kneeling. Right arm up to the sky, right arm behind your back. Left arm around, behind and up. Gomu Mukhasana arms. Who needs a strap? You'll need one for the other side, right, Beth? Okay. I'll just leave some strategics. Don't look at Molly if you don't want to be discouraged. If you want to be inspired, take a look. Okay? So I want you to lean your head back against your arms. Try to look up, but only look up if your head moves back. Don't overstrain your eyes. Now take that nice lifted straight back and fold it over. See if you can get your forehead to the floor. Don't loosen your grip. Keep a nice straight back. And then come all the way back up. Chest lift, back bend. It's all about the spine. You don't have leverage of the whole body. You're just really focusing on the spine. And forward bend. Little leg work, little hammies. As soon as you touch, deep breath in all the way up. Last time, lift, open, left shoulder back. Keep that posture, go all the way forward. Beautifully. Nice. And then come all the way back up. Release the arms right away, other side. Roll them out, left arm up to the sky. Pat yourself on the back for a good job. Right arm around, behind, up. Harder side if you're a righty, so if you need a strap and don't have one, let me know. So get as tight as you can, and then roll that right shoulder up, back down. Lean your head up against your arm, whether it's your upper arm or your lower arm. This finger's longer, so I think you can get 2. There you go. And then forward bend. If you lose grip, that means you're rounding the back. Try not to. As soon as you get there, Come all the way back up. Chest, lift, back bend. Lift, lift, open. Nice, Laura. And all the way back, down. Good. No need to be a hero for what? You use a strap. Yeah. And then all the way back down. Good. Try to come up through that flat back. That was 3, right? And then go ahead, release. Roll your shoulders up, back down, onto your forearms and knees. Make sure those elbows are shoulder width apart. Forearms parallel and into your dolphin pose. So essentially, you're down dog on your forearms. That's it. Walk your feet a little closer, bending the knees if you need to, pushing the floor away with your whole forearm and feeling the effects on the shoulder. Again, you don't have the length of the arm, so you don't have the leverage to cheat. It's only the truth of your shoulders here. You might not like the truth. You might have to handle the truth. Walk them in a little bit more. Bend your knees if you have to. Tailbone up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, straighten your arms. Good. Soften the knees a little. Bring the right arm under your body and grab the outside of your left leg somewhere. Those that are more flexible can grab under the left heel. Push left, pull right, twist, and look under your left armpit. Nice. You got to push, you got to pull, you got to make sure you don't have too much hand cream on, or otherwise it will be ugly. And then come back to center and try the other side. I like to start with a soft knee. So you get a good grip, and then straighten. Probably not, yeah. Good, twist, push, pull. A little extra weight in that left heel. Nice. And back to your downward dog. Heel, toe, your feet all the way together. Connect your inner thighs. Bend the knees, pull the hips back. Walk, jump, float into standing forward bend. Nice. Bend the knees, drop the hips, chair pose. You knew it was coming. You were here Monday, you knew. Okay, hands heart center, twist it to the right. Keep those knees together. You still remember what's coming? So twist, twist, twist. Top of the head is not 1 or 2 o'clock, it's 12 o'clock. Butt is 6 o'clock. Right? So some of you are really collapsing your chest. Now, all your weight pours into your right foot. Very mindfully, root lock, belly lock, slide the left leg back into twisted lunge. Good. That's it. Sneak it back a little bit more. Make sure you got enough distance between the feet. Look over your shoulder, deep breath in. Come up, arms overhead and center. Interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders up, back down. Take a deep breath in. As much as you're in that right foot, you're all the way back through your left heel. Chest up, back bend. And then dive it forward. Right ear all the way down to your right inner ankle or somewhere close. Or imagine it. Hands come off your back, up to the sky if you can. Beautiful. Bend that right knee a little bit more. Keep it bent like that. Come back up. Slow, slow, slow. Arms up to the sky. That's it. And hands down to the floor. Okay, listen. Right leg's going to come back up to the sky in three-legged dog. Good. Bend the right knee, twist and open. Stay here or flip the dog. This time when we flip the dog, the arm's not coming up over our head to the front of the room. It's coming out to the side and getting more chest. Palm faces up. Beautiful. More. More. Good. Flip it back over. Right leg up. Right leg comes through into pigeon. Obviously not a long pigeon. Okay, chest is up. Chest is up, chest is up. Like my mom would say, if you're good, we'll do more pigeon later. If you're good. Come up, come up. Good. Now you're going to take your arms up to the sky, hands heart center. Right elbow. For some of you, is going to go right into your right arch. If it can't go in your arch, it can go above the foot on the mat. Hands in prayer and twist it out. Now when you twist, don't take your left hip with you. Keep pressing Keep pressing it forward, extending, twisting. Look over your shoulder up to the sky. Too many snow days. And then release it. Press the hands into the floor and back into downward dog. With a little less attitude, please. Bend the knees, pull the hips back, walk, jump, or float to standing forward bend. Good. Into your chair pose. Deep breath in. And hands heart center. Squeeze those knees together. Twist it left. Dig in. Dig in. Knees together, Lee. Knees together. Good. Knees stay together and pointing straight ahead. Now, pour the weight into your left foot. Slide the right leg back into your twisting lunge. Twist deeper when you get there. Nice, Suki. Get the chin around, too. There's a new discovery in science that the neck is actually part of your spine. So twist your neck, too. Look over your shoulder. Good. Arms up to the sky. Deep breath in. Hands behind you. Interlace them the opposite way this time. Other pointer on top. Good. Roll your shoulders up, back down. Baby back bend, chest lift. And slowly dive it over. Dive it over, but you got to keep, you have the wrong leg. You have to keep the weight back into your right heel. Get those arms up if you can. Come up slowly. Once your hands hit your low back, release the arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And hands down to the floor. Left leg back into three-legged dog. Bend the knee, twist and open, peek under the armpit. Take an assessment, flip it if you can, if you want to. Open out to the side. Palm faces up and reach through the left fingertips. Good, heart higher. Beautiful. Look down, three-legged dog. Left leg forward into your pigeon. Good. Be grateful that you're in it now. Up, nice and tall. You don't think it's funny because you want to stay. If you want to come down just a little bit, you can, but I don't want you to tease yourself too much. So square out those hips. A little bit more, Suk. There you go. Okay, and you're going to go halfway over. Left elbow into your left arch or on the floor in front, on top of your foot, if you can't get in the foot. Hands in prayer. Crank it around. Notice the difference. Which one's tighter? When you get there, keep fight it. Yep, good. That's it. Good. And then release. Hands to the floor. Press back to downward dog. Onto your hands and knees. Puppy pose. Reach the arms out. Maybe feels a little better now, as your shoulders are a little bit more warm, a little more open. If you don't feel anything, reach those arms more. The elbows should not be touching the ground. Good. Good. Go a little bit more. Nice. And onto your hands and knees. Take a deep breath in. And right arm under, modified threading the needle. Grab the wrist, push, open. More. Lock down in those legs so you don't roll over. Sometimes I feel you're not doing anything here. I'm not going to lie. I feel like you're just hanging out and waiting for the next pose. And then release it and other side. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just feeling like you're conserving energy here. I guess we could categorize that into my trust issues. Twist. Good, child-proof cat. This goes this way, this goes this way. And then come onto your forearms. Oh no, sit back onto your heels. How silly of me. Right arm up to the sky. Right arm behind your head. Left arm around, behind, and up. Make a connection. Strap or fingers. Look at your left shoulder. Roll it up, back down more. Good. Chest lift, back bend. Isn't that crazy? She's so good at this. And fold it over. Yeah. No. And all the way back up. Get up. Lift, lift, back bend. Even if you're just trying to back bend, it doesn't actually get there. Forward bend. Use those legs a little bit. As soon as you get there, come up. Chest lift, back bend. And all the way back down. Last time. All the way up. As soon as you get there, then release. Roll your shoulders out. When you feel ready, in a reasonable amount of time, left arm up to the sky, right arm around, behind, and up. Make a connection. So you make that connection and then check back in with your seat. Feel equal on both heels. Okay? Chest lift, back bend. Not just the eyes. The chin, the spine moves. And fold it forward. That's it. And all the way back up. Good. And forward. Feel like you're coming up with that flat back. So use more of those spinal muscles. And forward. Last time. Promise for the whole day. All the way back up. Chest lift. And release. Roll the shoulders out and onto your forearms and knees. Elbows shoulder width apart. Forearms as parallel as your shoulders will allow. Palms flat. Dolphin pose. What? I know, no one goes early. But I like that because I could be changing it. You know, if everyone went early, I would get mad too. Okay, walk those feet in a little closer, closer, but you keep pushing the shoulders open more. I like to walk them close and bend the knees. Good, right leg up to the sky and come super high on those left toes. Hop the left foot in even closer. That's it. Think you're lifting, think you're lifting. Some of you might accidentally just pop up into Pincha Mayurasana. Just a big accident. You're going to check it out. You're going to lift. You're going to love it. And then you're going to bring one leg down and switch it up. Other leg up to the sky. Good job. So first it's up. No thoughts of anything else. So when you're doing this, if you do have the intention of going up into Pincha Mayurasana someday, or Scorpion even someday, you can't open the hip. Now your hip has to be square. You keep hopping the opposite foot in so much. Keep hopping it in, hopping it in, hopping it in. Keep lifting that leg. There's no kick. Don't you dare quit on me. You lift it. You lift it. Squeeze my hand. Good. You can come down whenever you want. The hips have to go back a little bit more if you want to stay without me there. That way, yeah. I gotcha. Whenever you're ready, one leg can come down. There you go. Good. Take a deep breath in, and everybody straighten the arms into downward dog. Good. Soften the knees. Right arm comes under, grabs the outside of the left leg. Twist it out. Do yourself a favor. Your spine will love it. We need to manipulate the spine. Keep it pliable. That's your key to health. That and brushing your teeth. And then switch. Or flossing, right? That's what's more, right? More important, flossing. Pull, push, twist, sink the heels. Where's the weight in the feet? Is it equal? Good, and then downward dog. Bend the knees, pull the hips back, walk, jump, float to standing forward bend. Feet are together, legs are together, bend the knees, drop the hips, and chair, pose. Good, we're only doing it this one time through, so really give it. Hands, heart, center, twist. Twist more than you're 100% comfortable with. You gotta make change. You gotta take a little bit of a risk. Slide the left leg back. That's Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and focus. That gets you there. Twist deeper. Good. Arms overhead, lunge. It's all right. I would rather you go deeper and fall. If you don't fall, it's annoying. You don't think I fall when I'm home? Interlace your fingers behind your back. I fall with barrettes in my hair, and it cracks and my head bleeds, and then dive forward. I think I fall in slow motion too because I think, oh crap, what can I do? It's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt. And then come up, arms up to the sky, deep breath in, and hands down to the floor. Press back to three-legged dog. That's right leg up to the sky. Bend and twist. Stay or flip. If you flip, ta-da, palm up, expand the heart. Flip it back over. Just when you got there, stay as long as you need. And right leg forward, pigeon pose. Stay just a little longer than last time. One of my most favorite stories, and you might have heard it 16,000 times, but when we did that record-breaking yoga in 2010, Central Park, it was Guinness Book of Records. We had 12,000 people doing yoga. I was one of the lead teachers, so we were behind, and we were all warming up, and Dharma Mitra was there, and I was like stalking him, I was like following him. He was the nicest person ever, and I had my flip camera, and every time he started to warm up, I was taping him. I'm like, and he fell out of everything. And I was like, I still get goosebumps because it was literally life-changing for me because I would practice things at home and be so like careful and not take a risk. He fell out of everything and he laughed and he had so much fun and it's like Dharma Mitra falls out of everything. He's the one that does the no-handed headstand on a rock. The only way to get there is to fall out of it first, not to be perfect on the first shot. So you're in good company. And then let's twist it out. So right elbow into your right foot or on the floor and twist. Try to keep the hips as square as you can. That's it. I want you to back bend a little bit more, Mal. Much better. Good. Beautiful, Chris. Go more because you can. That's it. And then release. Press to your downward dog. Now, I know. Walk, jump, float to standing forward bend. And chair pose. You killed the kittens. Chair pose. And hands heart center. We probably should explain that to Chris before he thinks we're bad people. And twist. Twist, twist. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, slide the right leg back. That's a root lock, belly lock. Awesome. Twist deeper. Go more. Go more. And then arms overhead and center. Dharma Mitra, Dharma Mitra. Hands behind you. Interlace your fingers the opposite way. Keep shooting back through your right heel. As you dive forward, lift your arms as much as your shoulders let you. Deep down, a little bit more. Bend the knee more, get the ear lower. Come up in control, it's the tough one. Arms up to the sky and hands down to the floor. Left leg up, three-legged. Bend the knee, twist it open. Good, flip it. I might be on Dr. Oz right now. Open the chest, and then flip it back over. Left leg forward for pigeon pose. I did a little remote taping yesterday where I'm a Jeopardy question. He's having a Jeopardy game on the show, and I'm a Jeopardy question. They made me tape it at home downstairs, but I don't know, might be on. It's about, I think the whole thing is about weight loss. So it was about licorice root and how it helps you burn fat. So I had to do this line while I was getting into very twisty poses, like a licorice stick. Yeah, and then they're like, do scorpion, but talk while you're doing scorpion. I was like, can I do a different one? Like, can I do this? This really looks like a licorice stick. Or this other one I did, and they're like, okay. And then come down and twist it out to the right. Last time. Make it good, make it good. Dip in. Open the heart. Chest open. You can even electrify that right leg back. Nice. And then come back to center. Okay, so what we're going to do is sit on your left butt cheek. Right leg's going to come around for seated spinal twist. So right leg up over the left, both butt cheeks down. Right arm behind your back. Left arm up to the sky. Get some length. Get tall. Keep the height and drop the elbow in and twist. And stay here a little bit longer than normal. So the right hand props you up on your inhale. The left arm encourages the twist against the right leg. I want the neck to twist too. And if you can bind. That's it. So now you can cut it in. That's it. Good. Roll those shoulders up, back down, lifting through the top of the head. Feel the ground on your hips. The more you twist, the more you might be tempted to lift that right hip up, and I don't want you to do that. Because you're going to get the most complete rotation of your spine if it's lifted and grounded firmly. Stay a little bit longer. Where can you make the last bit of change? Is it the chin? Is it the right shoulder? Is it bringing left side body through? Is it sinking your right hip more? Good, and you're going to let it go nice and easy. Everybody's going to bring the hands to the floor on the left. We're doing it the fun way, whether it's not fun or not. Now leave your feet right where they are. You can twist them, or else you will hurt your knees, but don't move the feet from the position they're in. Lift your butt, circle around, spinal twist the other side. It's my most fun. Love that. Good. Left arm behind your back. Right arm up to the sky. Deep breath in. Keep the back tall. Cut the arm against the leg and twist. Take your time and notice the difference. Even if you bind, let's take 3 or 4 breaths first. Then go into the bind. So good. It's amazing. For you, it's really just trying to get that more. You should be able to have the chin here. So there's a little bit more that would help, really help keep that tension out. You have an empty nest. What do you have tension for? It's worse. That's it. So I feel like when you twist, you're lifting up just a touch. That's it. Now go. Good. And then, it's nitpicky, try to flatten that foot. Yep. Beautiful. Okay, one more deep breath. Yes. And then let it go. Good. Okay. Soles of your feet together. Baddha Konasana. Heels very tight to your body. Does anybody want to be up on a bolster here? Okay. Okay, soles of your feet together. Heels as tight to your body as you can. Anybody else? I got 2 in my hand. Sit on it. You'll like it better. Yeah. It's more fun. You want to try? No? Okay. So those elbows can help remind your legs that they're going to go down, right? They can help negotiate the legs to go down. I want you to chest lift, back bend first. So if you're pulling against the legs or your ankles to do that, you might not get much movement, but you're affecting the spine nonetheless. Then take all that length and fold it over as far as you can with that flat back. You can't go any more. Then I will let you round just a little and drop in. It is what it is. Good. Nice. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. Oh, I see the back, lovely one. I can see it. Good. So you get deep. When you are folded up like this, When you are human origami, that's when I really get to see where your imbalances are, because they're very hard for you to hide now. This is amazing. Shut up. So freaking good. You just made a lot of enemies right now. Yeah, we should put him on a ton of blocks so he can go beyond. Good. If you're not humbled and inspired in every yoga class, it probably was a waste of time. And you probably weren't present enough. You didn't look around enough. You didn't feel enough. Just a little bit longer. You are good at this. You are good. Make sure, just double check that those feet are lined up. One more deep breath. I want you to release everything on this exhale. No holds barred. Let go. And then roll it up. Okay? You're going to straighten out the legs. Straighten them out. Shake them out. Yep. You might have to use your arms to straighten them out. And then fold it back over. Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. It is what it is. You're going to make change, but you're not going to change today. You can make little changes. You can make little adjustments. Just a breath. So it starts here and ends there. And it's everywhere in between. Not even pressing that hard. That's how hard I'm pressing. All right, hurts too. That's because this is so jacked. It's great though. Inhale, you get long. Heart through, shoulders back. Quick assessment. Where is there tightness? Where can you let go? I tell you all the time, for me, it's about letting go and softening my belly. And the minute I can soften my belly, I can go deeper. Some people, it's your jaw. Some people, you're just pulling too hard with your arms. Some people, it's a total mental thing. So you approach the pose saying, before you feel anything, oh, this is my worst pose. I hate this pose. So sending messages right away to your brain that it's not going to happen. Instead of feeling it out, making adjustments, accepting, softening. That's it. Just liven it up a little. You might even want to take the thumb, put it there, and that reminds, yes, that makes a big difference. Yep. Don't be mean to your feet, just remind. Because you're deep. So the only way you're going to get deeper is to be more correct in the pose, right? Because you're good. And a lot of people will say, she's good, I can leave her alone. But you could be gooder. 3 more breaths. Big, deep, game-changing breaths. Your pose is coming. Shoulders in. Now reach beyond your feet. Roll it up. Slowly lie down onto your backs. And bring your knees into your chest. We good? Still love me? Wow. Whatever. Whatever. So if your head is not on your mat, scoot down more. You're going to go into plow. No wanna? You don't wanna? I'm going to go into plow in preparation for shoulder stand. If you don't want to go, we can go heavy legs if you want. Okay. Okay. So good, solid, deep plow first. And what I want you to do is, snuggle the shoulders under. But for this plow, I want you to drop the knees in. Okay, I really want to affect all the attachments on the base of the skull. So knees are going to drop down alongside your head. Some people have the proportions where your knees are going to actually touch the floor. You're either going to love me more, or you're never going to come back again. But I'm willing, I think you can untuck the toes. I'm willing to take that risk. Here you're going to have to decide what is holding. What can you let go? And if you're choking, if you can't breathe, you could still be in this position, but just drop your hips closer to the front of the room and just give yourself a little space. I can only do this to you. A couple other people in this world. Good. You think you were a wrestler in a no, you're good. Yeah, actually a little bit there. Was this the side you rolled towards today? Yeah. It's actually like that. Yeah. So what you can do, if you close your eyes and feel where that inner knee touches on your head, and see if it's the same, and that will help straighten you out a little bit. For you even more, feel this foot and this foot. Feel how they're touching. So that, right? That's now, that bone is touching. Here you were like that, right? Now that bone touches even, and that's right in your center. And now you're more straight. And that'll force that to be, yeah, you guys can stay here if you want, or shoulder stand. Do you want to stay or shoulder stand? You can go night-night if you want. What do you want to?
I'll come up into shoulder stand.
Okay. Please, God. Yeah. He doesn't understand that he can curse at me, and I will probably love him more. No. Now, this one can come a little bit more. If after all that, it's not that bad, but it still can be a little bit more. So maybe you could just focus on some of these at home for this side. Yeah. Well, that's good. If you had an inkling. Good. Good. Yep. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Get higher and higher. A little bit longer. Did I screw you up? Okay, so body's good. What's with the mouth right now? Like that. You were like this. Did you know that? No. She was like this. I don't know. I think you were trying to get your chest to your chin, but you were moving your mouth instead. Okay, slowly bring the knees to your forehead. Hands down on the floor. You okay? If your bone is against, maybe double or triple your mat next time. Load them up. And roll it down super slow. Super slow-mo. I'm going to do one more pose before Shavasana. Once your legs are up, bring your knees into your chest. Good. You're going to make your way kindly. Is that proper English, Beth? Kindly up to seated? Okay. Kindly roll up to seated. Going to go back into Baddha Konasana. This time, more of a diamond pose. Feet away. Not as long. Just a little shift in the hips. Again, lift the chest, arch the back. Takes a little more muscle here. You don't have leverage to work through. Fold it over. So your feet are far enough away that if, theoretically, your forehead could touch your feet, your forehead would rest right in your arches. Good. So every breath changes your pose. Don't just get there and sink there. Get there. Move it around. Discover. Assess. Change. Good. That's it. There you go. You're happier here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what a difference that
Right?
position.
Doesn't seem like even a different pose, but it is. Okay, take one more deep breath in. One more big exhale. Good. And slowly roll yourself up and come into a comfortable pose of Shavasana. On your backs. Take a second. Shaking out the legs. Make sure you're not holding any tension in the groin, inner thigh, hips. And more importantly, snuggle your shoulder blades under. Move your arms away from your body a little bit. And palms face up. Palms face up in a receptive pose. Breathing deep in and out through your nose. Deep down into the belly. Focus the eyes on the inside of your forehead between the eyebrows. Notice a color or an image. And then together, take a deep breath in through your nose and hold the breath. Take in more and a little bit more. Let that breath steep. And through the nose only, exhale, full, complete exhale. And again, deep breath in through the nose. Hold. Take in more. And a little bit more. Exhale. And one more time. Arms heavy, legs heavy, head heavy. Inhale. Feel the cool air coming in. Hold the breath. Feel the expansion of the lungs and the ribs. Take in more. Release tension in your neck and shoulders. And take in more. And exhale. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And slowly bend the knees. Bring your feet flat to the floor. And rub them out. Tap them out. Wake yourself up. Stimulate all those nerve endings in the bottoms of your feet. And roll over onto your right side, curling up into fetal position. Take a deep breath in on the exhale. Come up to seated. Easy cross leg. Tall back and chin to the chest. Inhaling, arms overhead, palms press. And exhaling, hands into heart center. Bring your fingertips to your third eye of intuition. May people of the world be healthy and prosperous. May people of authority aim for justice and peace. And may all things sacred be protected. Namaste. Good job.